to the block. I was raised on watchful eyes. Cold wind in the winter air, still I keep my head high. House is real on my tongue, like a name that don't break. Every scar in the city, still we move with no shake. Boots on the ground, hit a heavy step. Boots on the ground, we ain't done yet. Hands to the sky. When the pressure rise, we stand up tall, no fear in our eyes. House of Israel, House of Israel. We built this life from the dust. Boots on the ground, boots on the ground. Detroit heart, we don't give up. House of Israel, House of Israel. Say it loud, let the whole block know. Boots on the ground, boots on the ground. That's how we move, that's how we go. Faded lines on my work shirt, gravel on my soles. I've been carrying this vision through the heat and the cold. Every block got a testimony, every wound got a name. If the night try to fold us, we come back in the flame. Boots on the ground, hit a heavy step. Boots on the ground, we ain't done yet. Hands to the sky. When the pressure rise, we stand up tall, no fear in our eyes. House of Israel, House of Israel. We built this life from the dust. Boots on the ground, boots on the ground. Detroit heart, we don't give up. House of Israel, House of Israel. Say it loud, let the whole block know. Boots on the ground, boots on the ground. That's how we move, that's how we go. Let it roll, let it rise, through the rain, through the fire. If they try to bend our names, we still shine in the night. One sound, one line, one people, one fire. House of Israel, take it high, yeah. House of Israel, House of Israel. We built this life from the dust. Boots on the ground, boots on the ground. Detroit heart, we don't give up. House of Israel, House of Israel. Say it loud, let the whole block know. Boots on the ground, boots on the ground. That's how we move, that's how we go. In the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Nah, that's the chariot coming back to save the game. It's a bloodline thing, we not the same. You think this shit a game? We about to rage, look in the sky, blue beam movie, distraction from what's really happening. All these heathens, they astonished. Look at the lights and look at the violence, look at the weather, look at the power. They got spacecraft, no real pilot. They tryna break through when they wildin'. When the land break through, y'all gon' be silent. He coming back for who really solid. Surrounded by water in a dome that's solid. Glass jar, hard bars. I'm in predictions like Bart Simpson. Stop, mark, charge, shoot far down below. Protect your neck and protect your soul. We in the land where anything goes.
Far above your atlas, demons get no access. Evangelists, activists, and I do get active. Christianity, insanity, deserted like a cactus. Pricked by the Blake's automatic acrobatics. Make a heathen air dynamic, floating backwards. I carry iron like my son is a blacksmith. Heavenly realms, heavenly dwell in the Torah Milky Way on a galactical scale. Flow solar, hawk, polar, Yahweh soldier. With composure, stay sober, the world is over. When the prophets arrive, keep it kosher.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom, family. All praise Yahweh Shem Shad. This is HOI Chicago, HOI Detroit. Right. Shout out HOI Midwest. To the spirit Yahweh Shem Shad. We are here with a Freestyle Friday session. You know, the name of the topic is called Where There Is Smoke, There Is Fire. Right. And I'm here with the mighty brothers. Right. Y'all can introduce yourselves. And let's get this rolling, Kings. Go ahead, Kings.
Shalom, shalom. Danielle, HOI Chicago, man. Coming with another Friday night freestyle for brothers and sisters out there, you know, in Israel, keeping the faith and keeping the commandments. We are Shalom, shalom.
That's right.
God. Yeah.
Shalom.
Mute up.
This is Brother Abner Israel, HOI Detroit in the building.
Cool.
HOI Midwest, Freestyle Friday. Kwame Yasharala.
The bar you on me.
God, shalom. Good morning, war, HOI Chicago, man. Freestyle Friday going into the Shabbat. All praise to the Most High God. We're gonna get in this thing, man. All praise
That's
to the Most
right.
High.
God. Zeph, can you hear us, Ak?
Yeah, I can hear y'all.
God.
God, you can introduce yourself as well, okay?
Shalom. Can y'all hear me?
God, we can hear you loud and clear.
God. This is Zephaniah, HOI Detroit. It's Freestyle Friday. All praises to the Most High. All praises.
What else we got?
Shalom. Can y'all hear me?
God.
Shalom, Israel. This HOI Detroit, Melchizedek on a Freestyle Friday. Shalom.
God. That the voice of many waters? Man said Shalom. I was like, oh shit, attention. What? God, family. So all praise Yahweh Shem Shad, man. Yeah, we gonna start it off, man. Let's get that article first, real quick, guys. Whether y'all know it or not, we're in Chicago, also in Detroit, and there's a lot of things going on. But the thing we're gonna talk about today is this crazy smoke and fire that's happening in Canada, right? And also, for the people that's talking about pray for Canada, hey, listen, man, don't be too quick to pray for Canada. I'm gonna tell you why, because we got some info about Canada. They've been doing some wickedness the past year, and even though we're dealing with a lot of stuff in America, right? The things that Canada is doing that the government have allowed, and they're going against God. They're trying to fight against God, right? Same as America is as well too. The whole head is sick, right? So this is what we're dealing with first. Let's start with that article, King.
God, this article is called "Toxic Air Invading 17 U.S. Senates, U.S. states as massive plume of wildfire smoke crosses a nation's border."
Right.
All right. It says, according to a report from the Daily Mail, a dense plume of wildfire smoke carrying harmful particles has begun crossing into the United States from Canada, threatening air quality in multiple regions this week. The massive smoke mass originating from intense blaze in northern Ontario is being pushed southward by jet stream winds. It is already affecting parts of the upper Midwest, and is forecast to spread into the northeast, creating widespread concerns over respiratory health for millions of residents. Weather authorities indicate that Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan are likely to experience the thickest concentrations of smoke on Wednesday, with the plume then advancing toward Pennsylvania, New York, and New England states by Thursday. Major cities, including New York City, Philadelphia, and Boston, could see noticeable declines in air quality during this period.
All right, read on.
Andy Podwin, AccuWeather's vice president of forecasting, highlighted the procession in comments due to the outlet. Northern Michigan, maybe Western New York, those types of spots at this point seem most favorable to experience at least a time of poor air quality. And then places farther east, like Boston, some of the major cities in the Northeast, DePodwin predicted. The smoke contains fine particulate matter known as PM 2.5, microscopic particles capable of deeply penetrating lung tissue. The United States Environmental Protection Agency links exposure to PM 2.5 with a range of serious health effects such as worsened asthma, reduced lung function, irregular heart rhythms, heart attacks, and even premature death among individuals with pre-existing heart or lung conditions. DePodwin offered practical guidance for residents. If the visibility starts to really be reduced and you can really smell the smoke, that's a situation that becomes unhealthy. You want to be spending indoor time, especially if you're a sensitive group, or even wearing a mask outside is something that can be done in those situations if you have to be outside and avoiding strenuous activity. The National Weather Service has also issued alerts noting that the smoke from an Ontario wildfire outbreak was already detectable at the surface early in the week, with potential for increased impacts on visibility and air quality Wednesday into Thursday. Other states in the path, including New Jersey, Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, Maryland, Delaware, Ohio, Indiana, and Illinois, particularly around Chicago, Canada is currently battling more than 800 active wildfires this summer, concentrated in provinces such as the Northwest Territories, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Ontario, and Quebec. Forecasters report that roughly 2 million acres have burned so far this year, surpassing totals for some previous fall seasons. Department points to limited fire suppression efforts in Canada's vast rural areas as a contributing factor, because a lot of Canada is very rural. In many parts of the country, they don't actively fight fires because there is very little to no population nearby, he explained. So the fires burn until they go out themselves, or they do minimal fire suppression. While the current smoke event is not expected to match the dramatic orange skies of the record 2023 Canadian wildfire season, which burned 40 million acres, pockets of unhealthy air quality remain possible in the northeastern region, Salakia, Great Lakes region, through midweek. The smoke's behavior can shift rapidly depending on atmospheric mixing, with higher altitude haze producing vivid sunsets, but surface level incursions posing the greatest health risks.
Con. So now let me get the Midwest Friday playlist, and let me get the first video. So if you see from the article, they talking about Canada with being in the north, talking about the smoke, right? The fire that's happening right now. Millions of acres that's being burned, right? And also at the same time, it's causing a health risk. Like, what is it? It's PM 2.5, right? Yep. PM 2.5, not able to breathe, particles and all of that stuff that's being basically penetrating through the lungs and all of that. Listen, some people say Esau is doing this. I agree as well too. But remember, the Lord is the one that's using this devil to do this, right? To bring judgment on this earth and to justify the judgment he's going to bring because of the wickedness that Edomites have done unto us as a people. A lot of people try to show mercy to Canada. Hey, don't forget, what is nearby Canada? Niagara, which is Niagara Falls, right? Niagara was speaking about the Gadites. The Gadites, they own that land. And the Edomites that took over that land, they was murdering the Gadites as well too. When they talk about the word Niagara Falls, that's actually a Gadite name of a man that fell into the hands of the Edomites, right? They even had articles about children that was found, so many Native Americans' bones that was found all throughout the lands of Canada. And remember, in Numbers chapter 35, the Lord says what? The land cannot be cleansed but by the blood of who?
Of him that shed it.
Right, but by the blood of him that sheddeth. So when you look at certain judgments that happen throughout the earth, especially throughout America or Canada, anywhere that's near us, the Lord is bringing judgment to these wicked places for the sins they have committed in the past, and even the sins that they're committed now, right? Let's play that first video, King.
This morning, dangerous smoke from raging Canadian wildfires blanketing parts of the country from the Great Lakes to the Northeast. More than 100 wildfires are burning out of control in Canada, scorching millions of acres and prompting mass evacuations. Satellite images showing just how far the smoke is spreading.
This is getting a little scary.
This dramatic video shows a freight train in Ontario surrounded by flames, with the crew desperately requesting emergency assistance.
Okay, y'all need to hurry up here. Like, seriously, we're encased in flames now.
A spokesperson for the rail company telling NBC News the crew was safely evacuated and operations have been temporarily suspended. The Toronto skyline glowing an orange hue on Wednesday. Winds pushing the heavy smoke beyond the Canadian border into the U.S., turning skies orange from Boston to upstate New York. One passenger capturing this plane taking off from Syracuse, flying into rapidly darkening skies. The smoke creating low visibility on Michigan's historic Mackinac Bridge and forcing this person to wipe ash off the hood of their car, while New York's Statue of Liberty hidden in a thick haze of smog. Millions of Americans now under air quality alerts from Minnesota to Massachusetts.
If you are feeling any effects from this, I would advise you to stay indoors.
It comes amid a summer heat dome blistering a large swath of the country, with rising temps posing a threat to 46 million people. The nation's capital expected to top 100 degrees today, with real field temperatures pushing past a sweltering 104.
The temperatures are actually going to stay a bit lower in the places where there are lots of smoke, but that is not good news because health officials still want people, as this gets worse and worse over the course of the day, to stay inside. The safest place is indoors with air conditioning. But here in New York City, they're saying if you do have to go out, consider a mask. They're going to be handing these out all day long, Craig.
All right, Steph Gusta, you can already tell it's hazy behind you and above you. Thanks, Steph.
Right. And now, Abner, let me get the next one, the one on the Facebook, the one that said Derek Nielsen Photography, right? That's the one right after the playlist. The one I sent you on the Facebook, right after the playlist, right? If y'all seen that video, when it was talking about the sky, how it looked, the color was turning like orange and all of that stuff. You see the fires and all of that, the smoke and everything. That's all part of the Lord's judgment, right? Let me get that first video when you get a chance, King. The one on the Facebook. This is the one that Gabar put up earlier. I want to show y'all the comparison of the before and after. Well, even us in Chicago. And it's crazy. We got HOI Detroit, HOI Chicago on right now. And in Detroit, the border for Canada is like what? Like damn near what? A 1 hour drive? 1 or 2 hour drive? From Detroit to Canada? And you can literally look across from Detroit and see Canada. Right? Yeah, play that first video, King. Shit, you talk about Batman. What was it? What was that movie with Bane? Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, right.
Yo, you say I was born in the darkness. I was molded by it.
Right.
You only lived in the smoke. I am the smoke.
Yeah, so like it when he made it dark, he thought that was going to affect Bang. Bang was like, "Oh, you think the darkness is your ally, huh?"
Yeah, you think darkness is your ally. That's a
hey, Chisel. Hey, Chisel. Remember Beverly Hills? Oh, I see what's going on here.
Oh yeah, when he couldn't get the room. You think
right.
I don't know what's going on here, do you?
Right.
Hey, what he told him? He was like, "Listen, I was gonna call. I can't think of it, the book with Michael Jackson, but I might as well call it something else because ain't no niggas allowed here."
Right. You think you're the only black man here, nigga? I was born in the darkness. Yeah, you can play that, kid. Good. Let's get add on throughout, teamwork.
I got you.
Look at that. This is after. What the hell you mean vote respond? Vote ain't gonna do a thing. Before and after. This is Chicago.
Yeah.
Boy, you want to bring out anything out? This is shot time.
Yeah, just a real quick precept, right? Let's go to the book of Ezekiel chapter 33.
This is
Ezekiel chapter 33. Let me see. Actually, Ezekiel chapter 32 and verse number 7.
Okay, God. With that, man.
This is the book of Ezekiel chapter 32 and verse number 7. And when I shall put thee out, I will cover the heaven and make the stars thereof dark. I will cover the sun with a cloud, and the moon shall not give her light.
All right. So this, like Kev was saying, this is all a part of the Lord's program and the Lord's judgment. When you read verse 1 of the same chapter, this is the judgments against Egypt, right? And we know that through Revelations chapter 11 and verse number 8, that this place that we live in right now is called spiritual Sodom and spiritual Egypt, right? So the Lord said that he was going to cover the sun with a cloud, man. Right? Keep reading.
God, read it on. All the bright lights of heaven will I make dark over thee, and set darkness upon thy land, saith the Lord God.
And that's what's happening, man, over this period of time where it's just all smoke outside and it smells burnt outside, right? From where we at, it takes an hour to get from here to Chicago, from here where we at to Chicago right now, and it still smells burnt outside. From here to Canada, it'll take a little bit longer, man. But still, we can still smell the smoke from a whole nother land, from a whole nother country.
Oh.
Right? So that's how we know that these are the workings of the Lord, man. So this is all about really taking the time to peep out the signs and the wonders, like the Lord said up in 2nd Ezra chapter 9 and verse 1 on down. How you?
God, beautiful point. So before anybody else precepts, I got a precept as well too. But let's play the next video, Abner. Let's play the next video on the Facebook one with the meteorologist. Right, and beautiful precept, man. Right, we want to show y'all. Boy, the Lord is cooking. Talk about don't cook on the Sabbath. The Lord cooking on this Sabbath, boy. Cooking these devils. Let's get the next one. Look at the before and after. You like, what the hell? Right. That's the one with NBC Chicago.
God.
Yeah, with the NBC Chicago. Let's get that one.
Mm-hmm. 1 second, 1 second.
God. Yeah, because it's crazy, man. Like, and the first thing I was thinking of with this lesson, like the saying is, where there's smoke, there's fire, right? With the smoke, and look how much of a damage when you can't breathe. Your lungs is jacked up, right? Look how much we think about air and how much we breathe every day, every single day, and how much we need air to breathe. And just one day, the air quality is jacked up, and everybody got to protect themselves, keep their lungs on point, make sure they're healthy, make sure they're covering their face and all of that. And it's funny because people take for granted that the Lord woke you up, you even have a chance to breathe, bro. You even have a chance to catch your breath. God.
And
we take that for granted, and we don't appreciate it until it's gone. You know what I'm saying? We don't appreciate it until we got an issue with breathing. Something as simple as that we do every day. And now because of the damn toxicity of this damn air and the smoke and everything, it's hard for people to breathe. You got people getting dizzy, getting headaches. The next door neighbor where I live at, literally the ambulance came and picked them up ASAP, brought them to the hospital. Yeah. Person just died as well too. People collapsing.
God.
Right? Yeah, this joint is serious. But remember, it's all judgment of the Lord. Yeah, play that video, King.
Matter, and this is in parts per million. This really stands out. Look at Northbrook, 877. I have never seen a number like that. Wow. You move down to the city of Chicago, 470 there. A little less in the western suburbs, but don't just go by the numbers. Stay inside. Stay in air conditioning. If you have a cardiac or respiratory issue, you don't want to mess with this stuff. What's it look like as we roll through the smoke in the next 24 hours? It's still here. Overnight tonight, the smoke remains. Don't open the windows. Stay indoors. Stay cool. Seek shelter with air conditioning, but don't breathe this stuff. I saw one guy jogging today. Almost, I wanted to say something, but why? He wouldn't listen. Now look at this. This is the gauge of the particulate matter, and this is in parts per million. This really stands.
Hey, listen, man. I don't know what Northbrook did to the Lord. Whatever judgment is going to get.
You see that?
877?
Yeah. Damn near 1,000.
Right.
They almost had no breath left.
Right.
Everybody there basically on their last breath, man.
Literally, 877? God damn. All right, let me get Isaiah chapter 14. Isaiah chapter 14 and verse number 31. And also Joel chapter 2 and verse number 28. No, verse number 30. Joel chapter 2 and verse number 30. 877. Nigga. Well, hey, what 50 said in power? Whatever they say he did that shit.
Right.
Whatever they say Ghost did, he did that. Right? Let's get that real quick, King.
This is Isaiah chapter 14 and verse number 31. Howl, O gate, cry, O city, thou whole Palestinia, art dissolved, for there shall come from the north a smoke, and none shall be alone in his appointed times.
Right, and there shall come from the north. We living in the land of the north, North America, but what's in the north of us? Canada. Right? It said a smoke is gonna come from that place, man. Right? And none shall be alone in his appointed time. Canada is right above us, and the smoke is coming on down to America, and our people like, what the hell is going on? Even Trump crazy ass try to drop another sanction on Canada for the smoke. You know what I'm saying? Like the Lord said, it shall be a smoke from the north, and it's coming on down over here. Let me get Joel chapter 2 and verse number 30.
Okay. This is the book of Joel, chapter 2, and verse number 30. And it reads, it says, and I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and terrible day of the Lord comes.
Right. And when we played that first video, talking about with the fire and the smoke and the sun in the skies, right? And all of this stuff that was going on, the Lord says he's going to bring that smoke in the day of judgment, right? And the place going to turn to blood. How many blood moons we didn't see throughout the past 3 or 4 years? And these are signs from the Lord, right? And you know what's funny about Canada? This ain't the first time this happened to Canada. The same thing happened to Canada 3 years ago, and the sky was red. We talking about like blood red in Canada, right? This ain't the same. This ain't just something new that's happening to Canada. Every year it's happening again and again and again. It's a repeated cycle. The Lord is bringing judgment on this place all throughout America. People talking about the nuclear bombs that Iran, China, and Russia got aimed towards America. Yeah, that's coming last. But America is still going to get their judgment. And anyone that's around it is still going to get affected. Right? Let me get Wisdom of Solomon. Anybody want to say anything? Or
time, Salakia, look, what Barbara was speaking on earlier, you got to realize all those plays are coming because oil prices, food is high. Down in Texas, they having floods. These things are constantly happening to America. And what happened about 2 years ago? Remember, California had those real bad forest fires where it burnt up people in their houses. So this is constantly judgment coming constantly. You know what I mean? So when you look at it, if you say 20 years ago, you wouldn't have never thought anything like this was happening. You know what I mean? So you can tell this is his judgment because these things are not like a regular occurrence. You wasn't getting this in the 80s. You wasn't getting this in the 70s. You know what I mean? So I yield.
Hey, Salakia. And the Lord warned us, right while we was driving to DC, there was a blood moon. The day before it was a blood moon. And the day before that, it was a blood moon. There was 3 blood moons up in a row. Right? And then from last month's new moon, there was a new moon on that day too. I mean, there was a blood moon on that day too. So the Lord definitely, he put up his signs to where the children of God can understand that he's about to bring hell up on the earth. He done set out a lot of signs to let us know. And it's all going down. It's going down according to his program.
Beautiful point. Anybody else want to say anything as well?
Precepts, but I'll bring them out after you bring yours.
Okay, Khan. All right, Ak. So let me get Wisdom of Solomon, King, if you can hear me as well. Let me get Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5 and verse number 14.
This Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5 and verse number 14. For the hope of the ungodly is like dust, and that is blown away with the wind, like a thin froth that is driven away with the storm, like as the smoke which is dispersed here and there with tempest, and passeth away as the remembrance of Salakia, of a guest that tarrieth but a day.
You see how cold the Lord is, bro? It said like a smoke that is passing around like a tempest here and there, from Canada to Detroit to now Chicago, all over, all throughout the Midwest. And it's even spreading around a bit towards the east as well, in the west as well. And it said this symbolized the way of the ungodly. Read it again, all right.
God. It says, for the hope of the ungodly is like the dust that is blown away with the wind, like a thin froth that is driven away with the storm, like as a smoke which is dispersed here and there with the tempest, and passeth away as the remembrance of a guest that tarrieth but a day.
You see, and that's America. Is going to pass away as a guest that tarrieth for a day, right? Let's go, boy. Let's get Revelations, chapter 18. Let's see what we're talking about where he going to pass away for a day. We're going to cook this place. Niggas want to eat some goddamn, what the hell do you want to eat? What is it? What's that? Seafood boil? Then the Lord saying Ezekiel is deaf in that pot.
Right.
Guess what that pot is? That pot is America. The mixing, the melting pot. Right? And speaking about seafood boil, did y'all know there's so many plastic bottles and just plastic in general. There's literally about plastic the size of two countries of Texas in the water right now. And what is that of doing is affecting the sea life, the fishes and everything. And it's killing them. There's plastic the size of two Texas in the water right now, and it's killing the food, the sea life, the creatures and everything. Like this devil destroyed the whole earth.
Right.
The water system and everything. He got to go. Let's get Revelation chapter 18, King. And let's get verse number 10. Matter of fact, verse number 8. Start at verse number 8.
God. This is the book of Revelations, chapter 18, and verse number 8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is the Lord God who judgeth her.
Right. Same as the Lord is judging Canada, the Lord is also going to judge America. Right? And shall be burned. Read on.
And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning.
When they shall see the smoke of her burning. We just talking about the smoke coming from Canada. And the Lord is saying the whole America's going to be burning. You think the Lord forgot about Mississippi burning? Hell nah. Right? All these damn KKKs, how they did Nolan Wells, how they did the brother in Bloomington, right? Jelani Day, all the murders they have done against our people, how they burn our people alive. Our people want to celebrate 4th of July, forgetting that you was on the damn barbecue grill, being put all throughout the damn postcards and pictures and sent all throughout these white people families and neighborhoods. So they can laugh with their kids in the picture, looking at our people burning. The Lord is going to bring a judgment on America that this world have never seen before. And all these nations that was helping them, like in Revelation chapter 11, the Lord's going to judge them too. Right? Read on.
God. Verse number 10. Standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, the great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come.
See that? For in 1 hour, that judgment is going to come when that fire comes and that smoke and them nuclear missiles and them bombs away. That judgment is going to come. And people can't run from it. Only protection you got is Yahweh Shai. Remember, Meshach, Abednego, and Cedric, when they got thrown in that furnace that was turned 7 times more by Nebuchadnezzar, the men that threw them in the furnace got burned by the fire. But they was the only one that was protected because the one that was in the midst of them was Yahweh Shai. He kept them safe and protected. No weapon formed against these shall prosper, like Isaiah 54. God? This smoke and this fire is for America. They're going to get it. This is a preview. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Go ahead, King. I know somebody want to say something.
Let's go to the book of Psalms 37. It started verse number 18. All right, like Ariel was saying, man, this is a preview of how, America's going to be destroyed. The Lord is giving us, a taste of what's going to be happening continuously and consistently. All right, because everybody might think, the smoke will pass away, everything's going to be okay, right? But you're not considering that this is a plague and this is destruction that's going to happen on a daily basis as the Most High permits it. All right, so bring that up.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 37 and verse number 18. The Lord knoweth the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever.
Right, so the Lord knows the days of the upright, right? He knows everything that's going on with the word being brought out through the 4 corners of the earth, the Most High God's name being exalted, right? With that happening, all destruction is going to come to America, right? It's bound to happen. It's through the prophecies, man. Right, read on.
They shall not be ashamed in a time in the evil time, and in the days of famine they shall be satisfied.
See, why aren't the upright going to be ashamed in the evil time? Why? Because we're going to know how to maneuver through these times. Right? We're going to know how to protect ourselves, how to deal with ourselves and with our people through all the plagues that's coming on this earth, man. Right? And it's all in the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. So we're not going to be ashamed, right? But the unrighteous are, right? Read on.
Read it on. They shall not be ashamed in the evil time, and in the days of famine they shall be satisfied. But the wicked shall perish, and the enemies of the Lord shall be as the fat of lambs. They shall consume into smoke, shall they consume away.
See, the Lord is giving you a glimpse of how the wicked are going to dissolve, right? How they're going to be consumed away. Just as this fire, consumes the plants, consumes buildings, even consumes the oxygen that you breathe, right? It's the same exact way the Most High God is going to consume the wicked. It's going to cause them to perish, right? Let's go to Isaiah chapter 34 and verse 8. All right, so hey, brothers and sisters, better get ready, man. This is not a light thing. All right, you see that smoke up and down your streets, right? I was driving today, man. The air was thick.
God.
You couldn't breathe without them there, coughing, man. Right, that air is very, very thick, man. So the Lord is giving you that. He's giving you a test run of how things are going to be continuously. So it's time to get ready now. All right, bring that up when you got it up.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 34, and verse number 8. For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance, and the year of recompense for the controversy of Zion.
Right.
And the streams thereof shall be turned into pitch, and the dust thereof into brimstone, and the land thereof shall become burning pitch.
See, the land is going to therefore become a burning pitch. What is a burning? Hey, can you actually look up a burning pitch? What that kind of look like? Right? What does a burning pitch look like? Right? Because if you at tabernacles, right, you got a sense of knowing what a burning pitch is, right? Full of fire, full of flames, man. Right? Smoke going up. Right? Those are all the characteristics of a burning pitch. And that this land is supposed to be like such. So if this, like, we know that the Bible is true. The Most High put it within the scriptures. Right? So it's bound to happen. It's ordained since the beginning, huh? So there's no need to get comfortable, right? There's no need to be like, hey, you know, this just gonna blow away. You know what I'm saying? Right? Let me see. Go to images out. You see Esau, he tried to get into it, man. Right? Esau know what a burning pitch is, man. Of course, out of all people, Esau would know what a burning pitch is.
Right.
Right?
They depicting it a little weird, but
yeah, they are.
Burning pitch is like when your fire is going out, but you at tabernacle and it's nighttime, but you see the glowing coals. That's burning pitch. Right. That's what burning pitch is. Esau is kind of, you know.
Yeah, he trying to make it simple, like it's a light thing. Go back up and go to the, you know, the regular side or the regular page where we could read of it a little bit. Let me see what they got there. All right.
It says burning pitch is a highly flammable, vicious resin, right, derived from plants or petroleum that burns with intense heat, bright light, and thick and black smoke.
And that's what we see in the day, man. Intense heat. It's hot as hell outside.
God.
Right.
All right, we was just talking about this today, man. The heat probably making it worse.
Right.
Intense heat, bright light, thick, and black smoke. Man. This is burning pitch. And the Lord said this is what America's going to be. This is what this land is going to be. So, like I said, this is not a light thing, man. This is not something that you should go make it go in one ear and out the other, man. You got to prepare yourself. Got to get ready. A lot of us got wives, kids, all right? A lot of us got brothers to look after, man. Sisters to look after, right? Elders to look after, man. All right, we gotta be all ears and all eyes, man. And seeing these signs, the Most High is bringing these signs for a reason, man. All right, let's read on that Isaiah chapter 34.
God, there's Isaiah chapter 34 and verse number 10. It shall not be quenched night or day.
It's like we just talked about that today too, man. All right. In the nighttime, it gets worse.
God,
it's even more hazardous at nighttime. And you know Jake and Eve love to go outside at nighttime. All right. You know, even Esau, right? He not always put up in the house at nighttime. Even at nighttime, it gets worse. So it's not going to be quenched night nor day, man.
Right.
Right, read on.
It shall not be quenched night nor day. The smoke thereof shall go up forever. From generation to generation, it shall lie waste. None shall pass through it forever and ever.
See, this smoke gonna go up forever, man. Right? It might physically be in your face, but there's a spiritual smoke too, man. And it says from generation to generation, it shall lie waste, man. Right? You got people dying from the smoke.
Literally,
you got kids, women, and men being hospitalized and dying from the smoke. The Lord is true to his word. If you don't believe in the Bible, you better believe in the Bible now.
Right.
Because this smoke is taking out families, taking out pets, man, taking out cattle. And it says none shall pass through it forever and ever, man. There was a smoke like this probably like a year ago. People came in, they came out, and you seen Jake and Eve, they melanin skin melting off their body.
Right.
This is a video that went viral about a year ago, man.
Yep.
It literally happened. And all you can hear is screaming, crying. My skin is burning. Couldn't breathe in the smoke.
Right.
The Lord is showing these signs because ultimately it's to get your mind right. But it's also to show you how he's finna destroy the wicked and how he's finna make America go up. America ain't really going through it like people think, right? America not going through it for real. The Lord he's saving the best for last. Every other country going through it right now. There are wars, fires, earthquakes, so on and so forth. Tsunamis, tornadoes.
Missiles.
America making everything feel good, huh? And they doing a damn good job deceiving a lot of you Negroes.
God.
But the Lord is staying true to his word, and he's showing the smoke even through Chicago, Detroit. Damn it, we got it the worst, man. Detroit and Chicago, man. Right? Let's go to one more. Let's go to Revelation chapter 14. All right, Revelation chapter 14. I believe on 1 verse number 18.
Zephaniah, you there? Yeah, I think your audio's on mute.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 14, and verse number 18.
Bring it out.
And another angel came out from the altar, which had power over fire.
An angel has a power over fire. Man. You wonder why all these so-called wildfires are happening, man? Is why? Because the Lord gave an angel the power of fire, man. Right, read on.
Which and cried with a loud cry to him that had the sharp sickle, saying, thrust in thy sharp sickle and gather the clusters of the vine of the vine of the earth. Salakia, for the grapes are fully ripe.
See, those grapes are fully ripe. Those got to be taken away. All right. Let's see what happens, right? Read on. What happens to those fully ripe grapes, right? Read on.
And the angel thrust in his sickle into the earth and gathered the vine of the earth and cast it into the great winepress of the wrath of God.
See that? It's getting thrown into that winepress, the wrath of God. It's going to be destroyed, man. It's going to be destroyed. Let me get one more to precept that up with Joel chapter 3, verse number 13. Right? The Lord is gathering up this vine of the earth, the fully ripe grapes for destruction, man. This smoke is taking out people. These fires is taking out people. The fire and the smoke is coming from Canada. It's traveling through borders. This gotta be the Lord. This is the work of the Lord's hand, man. And it's all for the wicked. So get your mind right now. Get your spirit right now. Praying, fasting, making your supplication, repenting, confessing your sins unto the Lord. Or you next on the chopping block, man. All right, bring that out when you got it out.
Hey, Salakia, quick thing. If y'all really think about it, remember, the law controls both sides, right and left, right? Okay. So whenever a person say Esau did it here and there, this and that, yeah, it's true. Esau did it, but who's allowing him to do it? Who's controlling him to do it? The Lord. Now, it's the tricky thing right here. Because people think Esau is being controlled by the Lord, he commits certain crimes, wickedness, and all of this stuff. Does that justify what he's doing? No. But the Lord's using him on the left-hand side. But now, if he's using him on the left-hand side, it's like you a kid and you got two toys. You got your favorite hero on your right-hand side, and you got your favorite villain on the left-hand side. And what's happening? You're having them go back and forth, right? They're fighting back and forth against each other, but you're controlling both sides. Right. God? So a quick example is what? Is with the Pharaoh against Moses and Aaron. Remember, every time the Lord sent Moses and Aaron against the Pharaoh, he already told them what the Pharaoh was going to do, play by play. And he told Moses what to say to the Pharaoh, and the Pharaoh is going to be hardened. The Lord's going to harden his heart. But guess what? The Lord still put in the spirit of Pharaoh to do what he was doing on the left-hand side, so he can have Moses and Aaron come there and rebuke his ass.
Right.
Huh?
Con.
So the Lord controls both sides. So don't think it's justified what Esau is doing is righteous. No. What he's doing is wicked, and the Lord's controlling him on the left-hand side, but we're supposed to correct him on the right-hand side and expose his wickedness. Even though the Lord already knows what's going on, we still supposed to do our job. So when people say Esau is doing this and the fires, yeah, he's doing. Guess what? We're going to call him out for the devil that he is. Con, I yield.
Con, go to Joel chapter 3 and start at verse number 12.
This is the book of Joel chapter 3 and verse number 12. Let the heathen be awakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat.
Damn.
For there will I sit and judge all the heathen round about.
Right, so the Lord is getting ready to judge the heathen, right? Read on.
Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Get you down, for the press is full, and the fats overflow, for their wickedness is great.
So this is a direct link up to Revelation chapter 14 and verse number 18 through 19, right? That harvest is ripe, right? That's the vine of the earth, the fully ripe grapes, right? That same angel putting in his sickle, man, right? And that wine press is full and fat is overflow, for their wickedness is great, man. It's not only the heathen, but this is the heathen of Israel too, man. The wickedness of Israel, man. Their wickedness is great. The heathen and Israelites, man. Their iniquity has gone up to the heavens, man. It's reached to the heavens. Now the Lord is bringing all destruction, plagues, even of Exodus and some that's not even written, not even seen before. He's bringing them back, right, to destroy the wicked, right, the heathen, and the wickedness of this earth, man. Right? But I yield on that.
Quick precept. Let's get the book of Isaiah chapter 65 real quick.
I got step after you out.
Isaiah chapter 65. Let's start at verse number 3. Since we talking about the smoke, man, right? And Diala went in regards to the judgments that's coming to the wickedness of our people, but the wicked of our people rather, and the rest of the nations, right? Let's bring that up.
This is Isaiah chapter 65 and verse number 2. I have spread out my hands all day unto rebellious people, which walketh in a way that was not good after their own thoughts.
Right.
People that provoke me to anger continually to my face.
Right. So real quick, right, when you go off on purpose, the Lord takes it as a personal attack against him. Because what do you think? The Lord not going to do nothing? You think the Lord just going to sit back and let you just wallow up in your wickedness? You willfully sinning? You're not even praying or fasting against whatever you're going through, right? And you got to realize you're going to read this and think automatically Israel, but that's true. Israel suffers the punishments with the oppressors. We know that from the book of Job, right? Job tells us that. I believe it's Job chapter 27 and verse number 13 on down. That tells us that, man.
Yeah, the portion
right? So this goes for the heathen as well, right? Keep reading.
That sacrifices in gardens and burneth incense upon altars of brick,
right?
Which remain among the graves and lodge in the monuments, which eat swine's flesh.
It said which remain among the graves. You keep yourself in death, basically, man. You keep yourself among things that bring you death. You keep yourself up in sin on purpose, man. Right? Keep reading.
Which eat swine's flesh and broth of abominable things is in their vessels.
Right? Keep reading.
Which say, stand by thyself, come not near to me, for I am holier than thou. These are a smoke in my nose, a fire that burneth all the day.
So since we talking about it, the smoke and the fire, man, right? The Lord said that these swords that act holier than thou, doesn't America act holy? They act like they're the holiest people on the face of the earth. Whole time there's blood underneath their skirts. They're defiled in every way, shape, form, and fashion. They're defiled. Don't their Pope? Don't people worship the Pope, man? Like people think the Pope is damn Michael Jackson, man. Right? They literally call him the third under heaven. You know what I'm saying? These things are happening, and not only to the heathen, but also to the children of Israel. Don't the Christian church just think that they the holiest thing up on earth? Just think about it, man. And they fulfill all the things that was just talked about here. They eat swine's flesh. They drink the broth of it, man. You know what I'm saying? And all things abominable. You had something to say, Daniela?
So like you real quick, touching on your point, right? They worship Trump to trying to say that he the prophesied Messiah.
Right, man. You had Donald Trump say that he the chosen one, man.
Man.
How you
So
the chosen one?
What's that scripture? How they say, who will bring me down? That's how Americans think. Nobody can bring me down.
Yeah, man. They truly believe that because they really think that the Most High God is behind them, man. So Donald Trump think that he's the chosen one, right? You the chosen one, but you lying about your body fat on social media, talking about you 4% body fat. You lying. He deserves you lying, man. All right, because you built like a Teletubby, but you think that you're the holiest thing on the face of the earth. It got to be stopped, man. So the Lord is literally putting his foot down, right, and showing that the people that really think that they're the holiest among all holiest people, without keeping his law, statutes, and commandments, and being the Israelite, they're nothing. They're nothing, and they're going to get their judgment. Read verse 6 for me.
Verse number 6. Behold, it is written before me, I will not keep silence, but will recompense into their bosom.
And now the Lord got a checklist of all the wickedness, man. The Lord said it is written before me now, right? And I will not keep silence. Right? In the book of Isaiah, I believe it was chapter 42, the Lord said, I have long time hold my peace, man. In the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15 and verse number 8, he said that he will not be silenced anymore. He will not be silent anymore concerning their wickedness. So the Lord is surely raising his voice now. It's hot as hell outside. It's smoky. It's wildfires. On June 26th, it snowed in Iowa or Idaho. It's one of those states, man. Right? They had a ice flood. All these things is happening. Meanwhile, everybody's kind of sitting pretty, man. I'm on Facebook. I'm saying that there's birthday bashes, right? The ladies get in free till 9:30. Everybody up in this world is crumbling, man. Meanwhile, Eve just want to twerk it up, and Jake just want a blunt. Go ahead, King.
So, like I seen on Facebook as well, this brother, right, in the world, like he was throwing a party. He said to get in is free, but if you want to leave the party, it's $50. He played the reverse card. He said, y'all staying. If y'all don't want to stay, y'all got to pay y'all way out.
Let's see that.
Wicked.
You see?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's worse than the church. Well, that's on the same level. He'd have found his little finesse, man. He took notes straight from the Christian pastor, man.
Right.
But all these things, all hell is breaking loose, and everybody's kind of sitting pretty as if nothing is happening. Jake don't even watch the news nowadays, right? He's not aware of anything that's going on. up in the world. He don't even know Iran is going to war against Israel, man. He don't know the reason why gas is going up. He just know it's up, and all he got to do is grind and go get it.
Get it from where?
Right, man.
Get it from the mud.
From the mud. Really from the ashes. Because this place burning up right up in front of our faces.
Right.
Right? I yield the fort, man.
Con.
Yeah, in the con.
Abner, you want to say something?
Con. Shalom, family. How about you? Shabbat.
Yeah, but since you do.
So I got a quick couple precepts I want to add on to let the body know what we should be doing when we seeing these signs that's going on. All these earthquakes, floods, weather, all these drastic things that's going on. Let me get the book of Hebrews, chapter 10, verse 22.
All right, cool. All right, here we go. All right, this is the book of Hebrews, chapter 10, and verse number 22. Let us draw near with a true heart in full assurance of faith, having our hearts sprinkled from an evil conscience and our bodies washed with pure water.
Now, the thing about that is when people hear about pure water, I just want to break that down because I don't know if people know exactly what that means. And the scripture says, prove all things. And then we should speak as the oracles of God. So let me get John 15:3 so we can clarify what that water is.
It's the book of John, chapter 15, and verse number 3. Now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you.
So when it says our bodies washed with pure water, that's talking about the word of God. Basically putting away that former man and you coming into that new man in the spirit. Let's go back to Hebrews chapter 10 and give me verse 23.
All right, okay.
Because all these things that we see in family, it should be a revelation for us to keep the faith. And our faith should just be increasing. All these signs we seeing, these wonders of the Most High, this is a sign to get your faith in order and keep building on your faith.
God, this is the book of Hebrews chapter 10 and verse number 23. Let us hold fast the profession of our faith without wavering, for he is faithful that promised.
Now, that first part said, let us hold fast, right, with our faith without wavering. That means standing bold, standing strong in these days. No matter what Esau tried to do, like the brother was saying, we supposed to come with the right hand. No matter what Esau do, what he try to do, our faith should be stronger than that. It should break down strongholds. It should keep us together in unity in these last days. It should keep you got a hunger to get more into the scriptures, to draw closer to the Most High God. Now, for where he said, for he is faithful that promise, we got to understand what that promise is. So let's go to Romans 9:1. Let's see about the promise that he's talking about. This is what your faith give you if you can endure until the end.
It's the book of Romans chapter 9 and verse 1. I say the truth in Christ, I lie not. My conscience also bear me witness in the Holy Ghost, that I have great heaviness and continual sorrow in my heart. For I could wish that myself were accursed from Christ for my brethren, my kinsmen according to the flesh, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption, and the glory, and the covenants, and the giving of the law, and the service of God, and the promises. Keep going. God. Whose are the fathers, and of whom, as concerning the flesh, Christ came, who is over all, God bless forever. Amen.
So the promises that he gave us was the kingdom of heaven. That's the promises. The promises he gave us is eternal life based on our faith. So when we seeing these things going on, and I don't want our people to get discouraged. This should be a testament to keep building on your faith. Now, let's go back to Hebrews, because we still got a lot more meat on there. Let's go back to Hebrews chapter 10, verse 24.
It's the book of Hebrews chapter 10 and verse number 24. And let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works.
It said to provoke love and unto good works. When we seeing these things going on, we should be drawn together, stronger as a nation, helping each other. If your brother fall, you pick him up. If your sister fall, you pick her up. That's what we should be doing right now. We need to focus on ourselves. When we see all this stuff going on, this is the Most High telling you. He giving you a warning right now.
Right.
Hey, I'm on the way. Get yourselves together. It's almost like when you was a kid and like your dad was to call, say, I'm about to pick you up. You will run, grab your clothes, be happy. You be at the front door waiting on them, looking out the window. That's how we need to be right now. Waiting. Got our stuff packed, got our spirit right, and we together in unity. Keep going up.
Verse number 25. Not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together.
It says together, not part, not divided, not I'm this and I'm that. It says together, not forsaking that, because that's important. That's how you form a nation. Keep going up.
As the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, and so much the more as ye see the day approaching.
Uplifting each other, keeping each other strong, calling your brother and sister, keep in contact with them, because that is important. Communication is important, brothers and sisters. You don't know what that might do for that brother. He might be going through stuff that day, and just a phone call from a fellow brother, just talking to him. And I'm gonna say this, me personally, they be making my day sometimes, because sometimes my spirit be vexed in this hellhole that we got in America. And when I be getting phone calls from the brothers and we be chopping it up, man, I be feeling so relieved. I be happy. My spirit be calm. Keep going up.
Verse number 26. For if we sin willfully after that we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remaineth no more sacrifice for sins.
So now that we got this word, we got to hold each other accountable. And one thing that I noticed with Israel, you would teach them, but then they turn right around and act like they didn't hear it. We would teach brothers and sisters on the street, the Lord is coming, repent, the kingdom is at hand, and they'll go right there in the club and do a handstand dancing. That's our people. But we still got to come together. What's the scripture says?
Gather together, nation I desire.
Not that one. The one where it talks about even if your brother offend you. What's that in Matthews?
Oh yeah, Matthews 18.
Some of us got to get out that spirit too. We got to understand some of our brothers and sisters right now at the moment, by them not listening to you, I done seen brothers get offended by it. And sisters, we got to get out that spirit, because we have to uplift each other at the end of the day. Keep going out. It's one more scripture with that.
Verse 27. But a certain fearful looking for of judgment and fiery indignation, which shall devour the adversaries.
That's our reward too. The Most High is going to come back and devour our adversaries. But first, we got to get ourselves right. We got to cleanse our body with the word. We got to come together, assemble ourselves together as a nation. But I yield.
Beautiful point, King. Can y'all still hear me? Right. Let me get Wisdom of Solomon chapter 11 and verse number 17. And I'm gonna play this first video. Let me play this first video right here. Because this the first part of the fire, right? But whole Wisdom of Solomon chapter 11, verse number 17. It's the first part of the fire, right? Let me play this video real quick. Talk about, hey, now I know why they say blame Canada. Blame Canada. Blame Canada. Right? So let me just play this video real quick. Watch this.
Are on fire again. But the flames are no longer Canada's problem alone. More than 800 wildfires. Toxic smoke is pushing deep into the United States, and Detroit now has the worst air quality on Earth. The smoke is drifting toward the World Cup final, and the border has become meaningless to what is coming through the air. More than 800 wildfires are burning across Canada, part of what has become a recurring summer crisis on the US border. Air quality alerts now stretch from the upper Midwest through the Great Lakes and into the American Northeast, with Michigan, Minneapolis, and Minnesota rated hazardous by US monitors. Detroit currently holds the unwelcome distinction of the worst air quality on the planet, followed closely by Minneapolis and Toronto itself. The source is a cluster of fires tearing through northwestern Ontario, most of them burning entirely out of control. Thunderstorms are forecast for the region over the coming days, though forecasters doubt the rain will do much to slow the flames. What it will do is keep pushing smoke on a northwesterly wind straight.
Look at that sky, bro.
Blood. God.
Right? And remember, it said thunderstorms and rain, right?
God.
It said that, right? All right, okay.
Straight into American skies, at least through the weekend. That timing matters. The World Cup final on July 19th is set for New Jersey, and the same winds carrying haze south are expected to drift smoke toward the stadium before a shift in direction, expected by July 20th, finally steers it back north over Quebec. On the American side, patience is wearing thin. 4 Republican House members from Michigan wrote an open letter to Canada's Prime Minister this week, their third such complaint in as many years.
Hey, don't forget, it said third such complaint in many years. It also talk about the World Cup, right? And the World Cup is going to be where? In New Jersey. Their brothers, remember, a year and a half ago, all them chariots that was popping up in New Jersey?
God.
Right? And then Esau tried to lie, talking about it was drones.
Right.
And you had sisters on TikTok literally showing the videos live. It was chariots, orange glow orbs and everything. And they having the World Cup in New Jersey. The Lord is about to cancel that bad boy. Right? But remember, they said fire, they said thunderstorms, and they said rain that's coming as well too. Hold that wisdom of Solomon, and let me get Isaiah chapter 29 and verse number 6. Let's get that. Isaiah 29. And let's get verse number 6.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 29 and verse number 6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire.
You see how cold the Lord is? Right? The thunder, the earthquakes. Hey, they have recent earth. We could just look it up right now. And boy, so many earthquakes happen. Right? Great noise with a storm and tempest and a flame of devouring fire. Right? Don't forget about the floods. Let's get Isaiah chapter 28 and verse number 2 now. Don't forget about the flood that happened in China. And the mini flood that happened also in Chicago when we was away in DC. Right? Let's get Isaiah 28 and verse number 2.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 28 and verse number 2. Behold, the Lord hath a mighty and strong one, which as a tempest of hail and a destroying storm, as a flood of mighty waters overflowing, shall cast down to the earth with the hand.
Hey, the Bible is real, Lock. Did you know the day before Trump made that speech for America's birthday, there was hailstorms happening in the canyon with the faces of all the presidents? Huh?
Oh, you're talking about the what is it called, man?
The canyon, the Grand Canyon. Let me see. With the faces of the the Canyon of Heroes.
So
let me show you right now. Hailstorms, Zach, in July. Hailstorms in July. Let's see. Is it the Canyon of Heroes?
Mount Rushmore.
Mount Slocket, Khan, Duwada, Mount Rushmore. Right? Khan, Duwada King.
Khan.
Here we go, right there. Look at this, man. Hailstorm disrupts Trump's July 4th Mount Rushmore speech.
Right. And it looked like their nose was running.
Yeah.
Your founding fathers are ashamed of you.
Right. Like this what we come to?
See that?
What we come to from George Washington to Trump? It said a violent hailstorm on July 4th.
Look at the link to the right hand side.
Okay.
You see it?
Which one?
No, right below, right there, right next to the paragraph.
Oh, God is angry. Damn.
It says God is angry. Internet erupts after violent hailstorm abruptly shuts down Trump's Mount Rushmore speech.
You can't make this up. Yo.
I tell you.
Read Isaiah. Go ahead, Kay.
Like, I'm just saying, man. The Lord be dropping little gems here and there. You just got to peep them, man.
Good.
Right? The Lord is like, yeah, he's pissed off now. Right?
Throw that in there.
He pissed off. He getting ready to send this bad boy up, man. Jeez. I was just watching. I woke up one morning. It wasn't even just one morning. It was like yesterday, honestly. It was like yesterday. And it said that the U.S. started attacking Iran again. I'm like, see that?
Con.
Yeah. It's getting ready to go up again, man.
Mm-hmm.
So just got to keep it honest.
Right, beautiful point. Yeah, we got to keep this article out. That was perfect timing. I'm looking like, damn. Talk about a precept.
Right.
We'll keep this article. That just hit right on the mark.
God.
Right. Let's go to Wisdom of Solomon chapter 11, and let me show you this video right here as well too. This is crazy right here, boy. Let's get Wisdom of Solomon chapter 11 and verse number 17.
This Wisdom of Solomon chapter 11 and verse number 17. For thy almighty hand that made the world of matter without form wanted not means to send among them a multitude of bears or fierce lions.
Hold on, Ak. It says, for thy almighty hand that made the world of matter without form wanted not to means to send among them a multitude of bears or fierce lions. Right? Read on.
Or unknown wild beasts full of rage, newly created, breathing out either a fiery vapor or filthy scents of scattered smoke, or shooting horrible sparkles out of their eyes.
You see that? He's talking from verse 17, he's talking about the bears and the lions. Verse 18, he's talking about creatures and wild beasts, and also is tied into what? Filthy scents of scattered smoke. Like what we dealing with right now, right? Or shooting horrible sparkles out of their eyes, right? Now check this article right here. I think the Bible is a lie. You must be crazy. Look at this, man. What it says right here, and what's the date?
God, the date is June 17, 2026. Right? And the title of the article is California Teen 19 left with horrific injuries after being mauled by bear inside of his home, as video released.
Hey, what's that precept? Let's get Amos chapter 5. Let's get Amos chapter 5. The Lord is bringing judgment.
God.
Amos chapter 5 and verse number 18 and 19.
This is the book of Amos chapter 5 and verse number 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him.
Hold that right there. Remember Wisdom of Solomon? Huh?
God.
Remember Wisdom of Solomon? Where he said the creatures, the bear and the lion?
God.
You flee from that lion, and where's that lion coming from? Because there's lion attacks that's happening all throughout America. They're not talking about it. Mountain lions and all of that.
God.
Right? Look at this screen right here. Look what it says. Are mountain lions attacks on humans common? They're like, what the hell is going on? Right? And then they got an article where it was showing you all the attacks that happened to people against lions from like 1980 something.
Can you go back to that link real quick? Right, real quick. It says, dang, where'd it go?
Which one are you talking about? With the mountain lion?
Yeah.
All right, let me get that one.
You scroll down to it.
Yeah.
Right up underneath it, it says there have been about 30 fatal mountain lion attacks in North America since 1868. Wow, 5 people die on average per year of bitten snakes.
Right. God.
That's
read
the next
that again.
part of the verse,
Read that
again. It says there has been about 30 fatal mountain lion attacks in North America since 1868. Wow, 5 people die on average per year of snake bites.
Now read Amos chapter 5 again, brother.
Right, this Amos chapter 5 and verse number 19. As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him.
Come on, man.
Lord is cold.
With the Lord, you got to read the fine print, man. The Lord cold, man.
Lord
and
cold,
you know what?
man.
And they saying 30 mountain lion attacks in North America since 1868. They asses is lying. All right. They lying talking about the mountain lions, man. Because I could pull up about 30, I could pull up about 30 different videos on the internet right now of people getting attacked by mountain lions. You got to include the one that the Edomite that put the mountain lion into a leg lock, man.
Oh yeah,
right. And what about the Edomite that got attacked on the mountain while he was riding his bike up the mountain by the mountain lion? And you mean to tell me that's only 2 out of 30 attacks since 1868? Come on, man. Y'all got to stop. And this is an article from March 19th, 2026. Somebody's lying here.
They trying to hide the word of the Lord, bro.
They don't want to admit all of the attacks, because majority of those attacks happen to the Edomites.
Right.
Animals coming after them. They don't want to put that out there because now they're gonna seem weak, and Esau don't like to be seen as weak.
Hey, quick point to add on to what y'all saying. Don't forget about the horse in the UK that only allowed Northern and Southern Kingdom to pet him, but every Edomite man, woman, and children that got near him, that horse almost broke their neck.
Right.
Even
biting,
the baby,
smacking, and kicking, man.
Right. You know what I'm saying? The animals on our side. It was a sister. Who was it? It was a brother that had a dream. I was talking to him yesterday. He said, man, he was walking with him and his son, and out of nowhere, a big ass lion showed up and started walking with them. And it was like the lion was like their pet, and it was chilling with them. And I show you the signs, and that's crazy. Now think about it. Like Job 5:23, the beast shall be at league with you. The animals shall be at league with us. They shall be on our side because they know we are the gods of the earth. We are the children of the Most High God. And this Edomite is destroying this whole earth. You got millions, damn near billions of fishes dying because of plastic that's the size of two Texas. to state of Texas in the water. And this Edomite is doing it, destroying the whole earth.
Right.
Man.
And eating the things that's supposed to be clean in the earth.
Right.
We was talking about that in regards to the smoke too, because a lot of that's gonna settle up on Lake Michigan, man.
Con.
So now what, man? We got to see a couple months, maybe a couple years, man. All right, so somebody gonna fall out at your local Red Lobster, at your local hot and juicy crab restaurant, man, because they over there eating the pollutions of the earth, man. And these things supposed to filter the water.
Beautiful point, Doc. Let's get Wisdom of Solomon chapter 11 and read verse 19 to 22.
God.
Let's go to verse 19.
That's the book of Wisdom of Solomon chapter 11 and verse number 19. It says, whereof not only the harm might dispatch them at once, but also the terrible sight utterly destroy them.
Right. Same as with the animal, the beast that's going to attack the wicked. Same as with the fire and this destruction that's coming to America. Right. Same as with that smoke in Canada. Read on.
Yea, and without these might they have fallen down with one blast, being persecuted of vengeance and scattered abroad through the breath of thy power. But thou has ordered all things in measure and number and weight.
And that's what the Lord is doing to America. He's bringing judgment on America little by little, every day, every year, little by little, right? He has a just measurement and a just weight on it. And it says, scattered abroad through the breath of thy power, the word of God, the elements, fire, storms, thunderstorms, right? The floods, the earthquakes, right? He's judging America, and it's by measure, little by little. Like in Deuteronomy chapter 7. When he says he's going to destroy the nations from us, he didn't say he's going to destroy them all in one day. He's going to destroy them little by little.
God.
Right? Read on.
God, reading on. For thou canst show thy great strength at all times when thou wilt. And who may withstand the power of thine arm?
I can read that again.
And who shall stand the power, Salakia? Who may withstand the power of thine arm?
Right. So if you read it from the top, for thou canst show thy great strength at all times when thou wilt. This is what Solomon's saying to the Lord. He's like, yo, you can flex anytime you want. Right? You can do whatever. Right? He understands this. Right? Read on.
God, for the whole world before thee is as a little grain of the balance, yea, as a drop of the morning dew that falleth down from the earth. But thou hast mercy upon all, for thou canst do all things, and winkest at the sins of men, because they should amend.
You see that? So he acknowledged what? That the Lord is the one, he controls everything. He can show his full power. Nobody can stand it. So he's not going to destroy the world all in one day. He's going to destroy the wicked little by little. God? Let me show this. All right. We're going to switch to the next topic. Before anybody want to say anything, let me know before you switch to the next part. This is still going to touch on Canada.
Yeah, I got a precept after the video.
Okay, I come. That's in the building. All right. Go ahead, King. What's your precept?
Give me Acts chapter 2 and verse 19 and 20.
God. Just the book of Acts chapter 2 and verse number 19. And I will show wonders in heaven above and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapor of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and notable day of the Lord come.
You know, I don't know. Well, I don't know how Chicago is, but I know we're real close to Canada. I haven't seen the sun, 3-4 days. I haven't seen the moon. I used to see the moon. I look out my window when I'm laying in bed, see the moon, you know, pass by, you know. And I haven't seen any birds. I haven't seen any squirrels. No cats. I haven't heard. I usually hear them tweak every morning. The birds tweak every morning. There usually be dozens of sparrows and geese on the river. You know, the geese out there, you know, catching the fish. I think I seen 4 today out there, and they look like they was pissed. I'm telling you, they trying to catch fish, and you know they got soot, you know, falling over the water. Excuse me. But I haven't seen any, you know, I used to see squirrels all day long. I haven't seen no squirrels. So you think about, you know, the animals over in Canada in the forest. You know, most of them, a lot of them probably done died, you know, with that fire. Because I know you got a lot of, you know, elks and moose over there, you know, deer. You know, you got a lot of animals in the, you know, and we probably smell, you know, animal flesh too. They getting burnt up too. Smelling animal flesh along with that smoke.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is really ridiculous. I ain't never seen. I mean, I've been seeing, you know, Canada fires before. You know, this lightly smoke. I mean, I think it was a few years ago. They had a fire over there, and it blew smoke over here, but it wasn't bad. But this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I mean, you know, the animals around here, they got more sense than people. People steady walking around out there, no mask or nothing on their face, breathing in that, you know, that stuff, breathing in that smoke.
Beautiful point, King. Yeah, and Khan, beautiful point, because let's get this video. Let me show y'all something about Canada, man. This is why we're gonna say blame Canada. Let me show y'all this video. Can anybody hear me?
Khan.
All right, let me show y'all this video about Canada. Watch this. These devils.
Canada just passed a controversial new hate speech law, and critics say it could have major consequences for religious freedoms. Some are even warning that long-standing biblical teachings could come under attack. So what's actually in the law, and is the Bible about to be banned in Canada? Let's get into it.
Wait a minute. They about to ban the Bible in Canada?
See that?
This is before the fire happened. Watch this.
Canada's Combating Hate Act, known as Bill C-9, has become one of the country's most controversial pieces of legislation. Supporters say the law is designed to combat rising hate crimes, protect places of worship, and strengthen penalties for hate-motivated offenses. The legislation creates new hate crime provisions, expands protections for religious and cultural institutions, and introduces new offenses related to intimidation and obstruction. But one provision has become the center of a growing political storm because critics aren't focused on what was added, they're focused on what was removed. One of the most debated aspects of Bill C-9 is the removal of a longstanding criminal code defense related to good faith religious expression. Critics argue that removing this protection could make religious speech more vulnerable to hate speech complaints in the future. Religious liberty organizations, civil liberties groups, and some lawmakers have warned that the change could create uncertainty for pastors, churches, and people expressing traditional religious beliefs. And that's exactly where claims about the Bible began circulating online. And they're not wrong for having the concern. It's important to separate fact from speculation right now. There's currently no evidence that Canada has classified the Bible as hate speech. There is also no evidence that the law bans religious text. Instead, the debate centers around whether future interpretations of hate speech laws could place certain religious expressions under greater legal scrutiny. That's a very different claim than saying the Bible has been banned. But we certainly recognize that this is a pathway to banning the Bible down the road, and that is where the danger lies. So if the critics are worried, what does the government have to say? Supporters of Bill C-9 argue that the legislation is being misrepresented. Government officials maintain that freedom of religion remains protected under Canada's Charter of Rights and Freedoms. They argue that the law targets hate crimes, intimidation, and the promotion of hatred, not legitimate religious belief or peaceful religious practice. Supporters also point to rising hate crime statistics as justification for stronger legal tools. But why does this matter? The debate goes far beyond Canada. Across the Western world, governments are wrestling with the same question. How do you combat hatred without restricting free expression? Where is the line between protecting people and limiting speech? And who gets to decide where that line exists?
Right. So that's part one of the video, right? They're talking about with the hate speech, right? Now watch this. Because this guy tried to play some
Canada's House of Commons just passed the Combating Hate Act, better known as Bill C-9, and this bill effectively makes it possible to criminalize religious expression. So if a person reads from the Bible scriptures that talk about homosexuality or marriage or gender, that person can be imprisoned. The very fact that Canada's government has now made provisions for the criminalization of Bible scriptures and the imprisoning of Bible believers is clear evidence that we're currently living in the last days and the second coming of Jesus is even at the doors. Ladies and gentlemen, Jesus forewarned us in Matthew chapter 24 and verse 9 that a time would come that they would deliver us up to be afflicted. And he says they will kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. The word of God prophesies of a time in which the general population of planet Earth will harbor such hatred and disdain in their hearts for God, for his word, and for those who believe him, that they will seek not only to persecute them, but to kill them. Ladies and gentlemen, Jesus assures us that when this crisis breaks out on planet Earth in Luke chapter 21, beginning at verse 18, that there would not one hair on your head perish. And then in verse 19, he says, in your patience possess ye your souls. Only those who are now learning to patiently wait upon the Lord, to aid them in taking care of their health crises, to aid them in taking care of their bills, to aid them in how to mend their marriages, to aid them in how to live out every facet of their human existence. It is these individuals that will have developed a close-knit communion with Jesus that will give them strength and covering to pass through the crisis that is coming upon planet Earth. The question is, are you ready for the crisis that is coming? Get ready, be ready, stay ready, and whether you like it or not.
Well, it's official, my friends. Canada just took another huge step towards turning the Bible into a hate crime. While you were busy paying your carbon tax and wondering why groceries cost more, the House of Commons rammed through Bill C-9, the so-called Combating Hate Act, by a vote of 186 to 137. Conservatives, the NDP, and even the Greens voted against it. But the Liberals and the Bloc high-fived like they just saved democracy, which, by the way, is a scam designed to give you the illusion of choice. So now, reading the wrong verse on marriage or sexuality or life or sin could be considered a willful promotion of hatred. Because
Cap, you on mute.
Con, did y'all hear that?
Con.
What you think? What is the main thing you think they're trying to protect and defend?
They're trying to protect the Edomitic way of living. But if you asking about specifically, they trying to protect the Sodomites, man.
Right.
Because that's their way of living.
Right.
That go to show you that they like, even when we out there teaching, we're not just teaching about teaching against America. We teaching about this whole thing that they whole global takeover. Because that's what they did, man. They took over the world. When the world's supposed to be ours, man. They Dr. Doofenshmirtz, man.
Right.
All they little weak inventions, man. See that? And that's even like a breakdown, man. You got what's the name of that, man? Phineas and Ferb, man.
Oh yeah, Phineas and Ferb, yeah.
Northern and Southern Kingdom.
Yeah.
And they just inventing. And then here come Miss Coon Candace. Always want to tell on somebody, man. Now all these laws getting written in place to stop people from reading the Bible, man. Really to really stop your elevation as Israel, man. That's really what's going on. As long as we could slow them down, that's what they saying. As long as we could slow them down, then we could prolong our kingdom forever. That's what they look to do. And they say that Canada is like the nicest place on earth, like in regards to personality and people. right? You go over there to Canada, they they pull you over, and you ask them, can you reach for your wallet? They gonna say you're not in America anymore. But look what you're doing, man.
Right.
You moving, you eating deliciously with America and enforcing all the things that they want to enforce. They want you to test it out first. Because if it works on your citizens, then it'll work everywhere, man. That's the way that they see it.
Come on. Man, listen, boy. Let me show y'all what else. Because Gabar, you just said it, Doc. You said Canada is known number one for what?
Like they personality or something.
Right. Okay. Guess what else they're known number one for?
Probably for the amount of Gadites that they slayed, man. Honestly, because when you look into Canada's history, Canada they were finding indigenous baby bones underneath schools, man, and inside of school walls in Canada. We didn't forget about that. We're not gonna forget about none of the things that they done did to Gad, man, and the rest of the tribes. That's why they going up in smoke. What you mean 40 million acres though? It's getting burned up, and we couldn't get our 40 acre and a mule person.
And a mule, ain't that crazy?
But 40 million, and inside the first article that we read, it was saying that the majority of Canada is rural area. Literally. So majority of Canada isn't even inhabited. That's why the Lord burning everything up, man. Y'all done signed treaties and disannulled them. The Lord getting up with y'all.
Read this on the screen. Check this out. Read this on the screen about Canada.
This is, I believe, Bing Copilot, right? The AI overview for Copilot, right? It says Canada is recognized as one of the most progressive and LGBTQ plus friendly countries in the world.
See? Read on.
With extensive legal protections and widespread social acceptance.
That's why they put that C9 bill. That's why they trying to ban the Bible and say it's hate speech, because we're exposing their homosexuality and their wickedness.
You see that?
Keep reading, Doc.
It says legal protections in history. Canada has a long history of advancing LGBTQ plus rights. Same-sex sexual activity was decriminalized in 1969 with the Criminal Law Amendment Act 1968 through 69. And sexual orientation is constitutionally protected under the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms following the 1995 Supreme Court decision in Egan versus Canada. Canada legalized same-sex marriage nationwide in 2005, becoming the first country in the Americas to do so.
Read that again, Doc.
Canada legalized same-sex marriage nationwide in 2005, becoming the first country in the Americas to do so.
You think the law forgot about that?
Right.
Hell no. Read on.
God. It says, in 2022, Canada became the first North American country to ban conversion therapy for both minors and adults, making it a criminal offense.
All right, what do you think they mean by conversion therapy?
Man, they was giving homosexuals counseling, man.
Right.
And they was putting their ass in certain schools so that they could come back home straight.
And they banned that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right, read on.
Anti-discrimination protections extend to employment, housing, and access to services, and transgender individuals are legally allowed to access gender-affirming care with parental consent.
You see? So they created the C9 bill talking about the Bible and hate speech to ban the Bible because it's Leviticus 20 and 13, Romans chapter 1, verse 25 and 26, Wisdom of Solomon 14. These are laws against homosexuality. And they're not trying to hear that.
It's because it's cutting them.
Because it's killing them. It's cutting them, King.
Yeah.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And now look what's going on with Canada. Smoke and fire. Right? Let me get this one real quick.
Hey, Salaki, real
go ahead,
quick.
King.
Right? When reading that anti-discrimination protection is extended, right? A lot of JKE probably be like, that ain't a bad thing. No, that's a bad thing. All right? They extended anti-discrimination to let the transgenders get in and do whatever the hell they want to do.
Right.
This whole C9 or, you know, this whole act that they building up this law, right? They on their Psalms 83 act, man.
Con.
Right.
It's all to keep you in sin and to keep the name of Israel, you know, hidden, or the truth of who the true Israelites are, man. Now, if you ban the Bible, ain't like the first people on the chopping block should be Satanists. Because they just completely all out just against the Bible. But who you gonna take out? You gonna take out the Israelites, all right? Your Christians, and I'm not talking about your Christians that them are damn succubus to the so-called white men. No, I'm talking about the Christians, so-called Christians that are then on the Israelite side, you know, to an Israelite's understanding that this world is wicked and that this world is sinful. All Canada is doing, man, they doing exactly what America is getting ready to do. When they hit America, y'all really gonna feel it. All right, y'all hearing it around the world. I believe Germany did the same thing too. You're considered a criminal if you what they say, if you talking against the Bible, saying that you know, talking about homosexuality, right? They'll imprison you for talking against what they believe. And what they believe is wrong.
Right.
Completely wrong. Now some might see this and be like, oh, okay, it's time to stop bringing out the word. It's time to chill now. All right. Oh man, it's time to tee up. No, it's really time to get to it. It's really time to get into it, man. We all knew that this day would come. The Israelites are not surprised at this. It's not a surprising thing. It just so happened that it's going throughout all the earth before it comes to America.
Right.
The Lord got something special for America. Right? That's why the Lord is allowing America to do whatever the hell they want to do. Right? Push whatever laws that they want to push. Having Trump do whatever the hell he want to do, causing wars and all that. Right? Because at the end of all this, America's gonna get it the worst.
Right.
They're building up a bad report on themselves.
It's Salakia. And meanwhile, Russia over there looking like they repenting, man. Because
looking like Nineveh.
Yeah, man. They over there looking like Nineveh, man. Because Vladimir Putin, he put it into their law, satanic worship is cut. Satanic worshipers are getting 8-year sentences. That's a real thing. And we just got done reading about how if we would have went to the second paragraph, I believe, of that article that we was reading, it was saying that 85%, it might have been the first or the second paragraph, but it said 85% of Canada is on board with the C9. Right? Now, real quick, can you look up Canada's population demographics by race? right? It's crazy they done put up 85%. We gonna read that first part.
It's gonna be Edomites.
Let me see. All right, Canada demographic by race. All right, here we go right here.
God.
Let me share it right now. Y'all see it?
Nah. Wait, hold on. Let me see. No, I wanted the Google AI overview.
Oh, okay.
They said 85% of Canadians are on board for it, man. It's crazy. Watch who's not gonna be with it. Just by the numbers, man.
I'm trying to put this one. Let me see if I go to
Because these people, man, you gotta watch them. They're gonna make it seem like the whole country is just on board with it.
Right.
But it's just it is really just the heathen. Honestly.
All right, here we go.
God.
All right, I'm gonna share the screen right now. Slug. Yeah, that's a good point, Ak. That's definitely a good point. Just to show like who's with it. Because remember, in the precept for what you're talking about, Ak, is First Maccabees chapter 1. Remember what Antiochus?
Yep.
How to get all Israel together under the heathen laws.
Right.
And the heathens already did it.
Right.
ASAP. You know what I'm saying?
God.
All right, here we go. Let's see right here. All right, let me know if y'all see it. Y'all can see it?
Yeah, this the AI overview.
Yeah, Con.
Let's scroll up a little bit. Let me see. Oh, that's the co-pilot overview. I'm gonna show you I'm gonna read to you what I see, right?
All right.
Because that's the 2021. How they gonna say /2026?
Yeah,
that doesn't make any sense, right?
What you got it on Google?
Yeah, the Google AI overview. I'm gonna show it right here.
All right, Con.
Well, yeah, y'all get the point, right? It says Canada's population is highly diverse, with approximately 70% of Canadians identifying as white, about 5% identifying as indigenous, and 26.5 identifying as visible minorities. It says, or racialized groups. It says the largest visible minority groups are South Asian, which is 7.1%, right? Chinese, which are 4.7%, and Black, which are 4.3%, right? So basically, the whole 85% are heathens, man. The whole 85% just adding it up for the Asians.
Hey, it's here too as well. Hold on, let me show you on the Yeah, I'm gonna have to switch. I'll switch next time to the ones you're talking about.
It read it right there though on the
on the joint, right?
Yeah,
I didn't see it. It's lucky.
Yeah, so
right.
South Asians is 7.1, white population is 69.8. Just them two alone make that about 80. Yeah, so
right now somebody gonna be simple like why you skip over indigenous and all these other. Well, look, man. All right, the Caucasian and the Chinese,
or the invaders,
they get down with that cutting off privy members, right? The Chinese, they got a whole art section, man. All right, and I'm just saying Chinese for lack of a better term. Listen, Moab and Ammon, they are like that whole hentai spirit, man. They like that type of action.
Weird stuff.
Disgusting, really. Right? When have you ever seen a Chinese man with a beard, man? And he wasn't 100 years old.
Right.
They out there shaving that beard off, man, and putting makeup and doing and pop locking and K-pop music, man.
Right.
with the short jacket on that come up to their underarms. You know what I'm saying? They like that type of energy.
Michael Wong Jung Jackson.
Let's see that, man. Michael Wong Jung Jackson, man.
Hey, Salagi.
Go ahead,
Salagi, real quick. The reason why we skipped over them, like to add on to your point, the reason why we skipped over indigenous and black is because they don't have a say-so in the damn thing.
Bring it out.
Right.
They don't. Yeah. If we add up the percentages between the white population, Chinese, South Asian, Filipinos, that's coming out to about 80-some, you know what I'm saying?
Plus
80-some percent.
Yeah.
So the indigenous and the blacks don't have a say-so in none of this. So that's exactly why we got to skip over them, because we know that the world doesn't, they don't care what we think. Yeah. Whether it be good or bad, they don't care.
Right, man.
We're not in rulership. They are. Their word stands, bro. So, and yeah, you're right. We're gonna skip over that. We have to because that'll show the truth.
Yeah, they part of the population, but the indigenous in Canada, their children is getting found in walls. They don't have a say so in nothing, like Don Yala said, man.
Right.
They don't have a say so in any legislation. At the most, they got a part of a city that's named a street named after them, after they indigenous names, and that's it, man. Those the names that I was stumbling over during the article. You know what I'm saying? Those are the names of the indigenous folk down there, man. But they don't have no say so inside of making any laws, man.
Right.
You think Gad and Ruben want to see Bati, man?
Hell no.
Down there, man. And Chi-Chi, man. I don't know what they call. You know, Gad and Ruben, they got some names for folks. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah, they'll just be hard too.
Yeah, man.
Damn, like damn.
They might just outright call him a demon.
Right. A straight demon.
Remember, what was that movie? Damn. With Michael B. Jordan with the vampires.
It's Sinners.
Sinners. Remember? Gad and Ruben was hunting down the Edomites all throughout the land with the horses.
Right.
And it was calling them like demons, like vampires and all of that.
Yeah.
You know?
So man, we know who's on board with that C9.
Yeah. It's
not us. Right? A lot of the times our people act like they don't give a damn, man. Let me tell you something, man. You better start giving a damn. Because it's affecting you heavily. Because you're the mascot for all of this, man. They find one Chi-Chi man in the audience, man, of a crowd full of black folks. They gonna force you to accept them.
Yeah.
They gonna build the laws around it, and he gonna have brand deals that you ain't never seen before. He gonna have all the Nike deals. He gonna blow up, man.
Like RuPaul.
Yeah, you see how all the rappers is selling out, man.
Yeah, Lil Nas X.
Yeah, all of that, man.
All of that. Yeah.
Painting his fingernails. It's not only just him either.
Yeah.
Hey, NBA YoungBoy just got caught calling a transsexual on somebody's stream. And these are the people that the young dogs they kind of look up to. So hey, it's gonna cause a trickle down effect, and it already has, honestly.
Right.
You just gotta pay attention.
Hey, let's get two more real quick to add on. Let me get 2 Ezra chapter 15 real quick, because I'm gonna tie in what y'all was talking about with Moab and Esau, and plus with this article that we was bringing up as well too. Let me get 2 Ezra chapter 15, and let's get verse number. Damn, this whole thing. How y'all say it? This whole thing is good, huh?
God.
2 Ezra chapter 15 and verse number 9, 10, and 11, and then we're gonna jump down. 9 to 12.
This is the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 15, and verse number 9. And therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them, and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Dang, we should have started up a verse, huh?
Yeah, verse
Go ahead. I can start.
I'm gonna start up at verse number 8. Right? This is the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 15, and verse number 8. I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually.
That's Gad and Reuben.
God.
In Canada.
God.
And our people. The Lord ain't forget about them.
God.
All the stuff y'all was bringing out, the injustice, like I said earlier, Niagara, which people call today Niagara Falls, that was them mocking the Gadite.
Right.
Niagara Fall. That was them mocking the Gadite. We went there 2 years ago when I was in New York. HOI New York went to Buffalo and everything, and they told us the whole history about it. We see Niagara Falls and everything. That was a Gadite. That was the name of a Gadite.
God.
Right? Read on.
And therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them.
You see that? All throughout the land of Canada, all the innocent blood of our people. Like Gabar was bringing out, Danielle was bringing out. The bones of the children in the ground, in the soil, in the wars. These devils stole a whole land. You know how big Canada is? To where the smoke is traveling from Detroit to Chicago? These devils took all of that. And it's good the Lord burned 40 million acres, because guess what? These devils will never give us that back.
Right.
But the Lord like, nigga, you want to keep my people's land? I'm going to burn it all. Scorch earth. Read on.
God. It says, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt.
We ain't going to be in America for too long.
Right.
We the flock of the slaughter, like it said in the book of Micah, chapter 3 and verse 11. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. Right? Read on.
But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and I will destroy all the land thereof.
Hey, Canada burning, that's just one of the plagues the Lord is bringing. The hailstorms, the whirlwind and the tornadoes that happened 4th of July, the wildfires happening in Cali, the earthquakes that happen in New York, happening all throughout, the floods happening in Chicago. These are just plagues the Lord is bringing upon America. And these are previews. Read on.
Egypt shall mourn, and the fountain of it shall be smitten with the plague and the punishment that God shall bring upon it.
And now America is mourning. They don't want Trump as president no more. Everybody's pissed off and mad. When the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. But when the righteous bear rule, the people rejoice. Everybody pissed off, mad. Gas prices going up. Air quality is jacked up. Food is poisoned.
Right.
Trump didn't give a damn that the gas prices went up. He said, to hell with them. They got to just deal with it. Easy for you to say you're a billionaire. Edomites complaining, bro. You had one video we watched last year of an Edomite. He said, I'm sick of this, man. I'm sick of this, man. We got to come together, man. We got to come together.
Right.
Well, he said, I own my own business. I think he said he was a painter or whatever and all of this stuff. He said he can't make no ends meet. And he's sick of this. His children are starving. And he's tired of this. He said, we got to come together, man. Oh, now you want to come together, huh?
Right.
You devil. Right? The other Edomite that was mocking Nolan Wells. And he said, yeah, we did it. Yeah, we knew you black.
I've seen that.
Whatever. You seen that, right?
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, we knew y'all couldn't swim. We knew y'all couldn't do this and that. Like, yeah, swim, niggas, boy, swim.
Right.
1 week later, I'm fired. People hate me now. They say I'm a danger to the children. I don't know what to do. It's over, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Now, go ahead.
Pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
By your bootstraps, you lazy son of a.
Yes, that's what you tell them.
Right.
Get your behind out there. All right, because I was finna go in.
God.
All right. You gonna get your behind out there and pull yourself up by your bootstraps, just like a good old American boy.
Right.
And you gonna suffer your afflictions like a man.
Con.
Go ahead, man.
Now, I jump to verse 46.
Because select.
Guess who's hiding in the midst of 2 Ezra 15? Who is hiding? Hurry up and bite.
Right.
Right? Let's see in verse 46. Guess who's hiding there, man?
God. Verse number 46. And thou, Asia, that art partaker of the hope of Babylon, and art the glory of her person. Woe be unto thee, thou wretch, because thou hast made thyself like unto her, and hast decked thy daughters in whoredom, that they might please the glory of thy lovers, which have always desired to commit whoredom with thee.
Oh, you see? The Lord's talking about Moab and Ammon. They always wanted to be like America.
Yeah.
Always. To the point they envy them so much, they want to replace America and be the next top dog.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
So
now, when a
it's a
person...
fight for
Go ahead,
power.
King. Huh?
No, I was just saying it's always a fight for power. Who's going to be the top dog?
Now, a person may say, oh, man, we don't know. Babylon, all of this. Listen, let's get Zechariah 2 and verse number 7 real quick.
God. This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 2, and verse number 7. Deliver thyself, O Zion, that dwellest with the daughter of Babylon.
Right? So it says, deliver yourself, O Zion. Zion is Israel, that dwellest with the daughter of Babylon. Right? Now, people may say, hey, who's the daughter of Babylon? Who we got to deliver ourselves from the hands of? Who did it say in Genesis 49 will be in the neck of our enemies?
God.
Right? Who in Ezekiel 25, where the Lord says he's going to stretch forth his hands against Esau, who's the answer, right? And bring vengeance on him. Right? It's talking about the Edomites. That's the daughter of Babylon. So if you go back to 2 Ezra chapter 15, it's tying in as well too. The Moabites and the Chinese, they want to be like America.
Right.
They always wanted to be like America. And like what brother's bringing out with the article with Moab and Ammon and all of them stuff, and the Canadians, LGBT, LMNOP. But we're the minority, they're the majority. And like in Proverbs 12 and 26 says what? It says the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the ways of the wicked seduce with them.
God.
You see what I'm saying?
God.
That's Esau. That's the heathens. They're pushing this LGBT in Canada. And the thing about Canada, remember, it's not easy for you to get into Canada. They got strict security and everything. So what are they creating? They're creating a utopia for sodomy, LGBT, and wickedness. Like, this is crazy, man.
Yeah. See, now right up underneath America, you got Mexico. You think the cartel folded for any of that, man?
Hell no.
That's why you got the Marines down there right now, and the cartel sending their asses packing. Seen a video of one of the cartel leaders. He told that Marine plain and simple. He said we was gonna tie you up. We was gonna hang you up on the bridge. We own the coast. You had Esau. Esau's pride was diminished because he knew it was true. Ain't nothing that you could do. Can't nobody help you personally.
Damn.
Literally.
Yeah, you gotta send me that video. I gotta watch.
I gotta find it again. You know they gonna hide it from me. Yeah. I should have reposted it, man.
And you know it's crazy nowadays. We gotta save videos because you know these devils gonna try to delete them.
God.
You know,
because that's the few, the proud, and the brave. The Marine Corps. They supposed to be the toughest, of all the military branches, and you just got hoed. Yeah, I'm gonna say it just like that. You just got hoed by the cartels, man. So that's not a good look on America. That's why the Lord said up in the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, right, that that I've made thee small among the heathens. Right? He made you small among the nations, man. That's what that word is going into.
Hey, let's get two more. Let me get Psalms 137 and verse 7 through 9. And then we close it out Wisdom of Solomon. Because Wisdom of Solomon, we're going to close it out for Canada and the wickedness. Pushing hate speech against the word of God, the Bible, like he did with John the Baptist. Remember, Herod killed John the Baptist because John the Baptist was speaking against his wickedness. You see what I'm saying? He's speaking righteous against Herod's wickedness for trying to sleep with his damn sister. And all of that stuff. And it's funny. He got murdered for speaking righteousness and rebuking the wicked. And now look what's funny about Canada trying to push the C9 bill because we're speaking against their wickedness. Right? Let me get Psalms 137 verse 7.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 137 and verse number 7. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh thy little ones and dasheth, Salakia, that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones.
So in verse 7, it says daughter of Edom, right? In verse 8, the same Edom, now it says, oh, daughter of Babylon. So that's showing you Edom is Babylon. You see what I'm saying? So if you go back to 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, where they talk about Babylon and the people of Asia trying to be like Babylon and speaking about Esau.
Right.
That's Babylon today. And Asia speaking about Moab and Ammon. They're trying to be like America today. So even with that article we was bringing up, we was talking about with the numbers and the census and all of that. Yeah, these heathens is pushing that wickedness and trying to force our people to be part of it. Right? And these damn devils, man. Let me get one more. Go ahead, King. Anybody want to say anything? Con. Let's get one more. Let's get Wisdom of Solomon. Let me see, where did I put it at? Here we go. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 10, and verse number 5. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 10, and verse number 5.
This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 10, and verse number 5. Moreover, the nations in their wicked conspiracy being confounded, she found out the righteous and preserved him blameless unto God, and kept him strong against his tender compassion toward his son.
Right? You see that? So the wicked of the nation, the conspiracy is these heathens, Psalms 83, coming together against us. We're the righteous that the Lord is protecting. Right? Read on.
When the ungodly perished, she delivered the righteous man, who fled from the fire which fell down upon the 5 cities.
Look at that, Ak. When the ungodly perish, like the Lord gonna bring smoke and fire to America, she delivered the righteous man. I speak about the righteous of Israel in these times, the elect, who fled from the fire which fell down upon the 5 cities, like what? Who? Like Sodom and Gomorrah. God. And once again, let's go back to this damn image right here. Right? With the flag, with these damn LGBT flags. Here we go. Right here. Look at that, Ak. Right there. See? Canada ranked #1 LGBT friendly travel destination in the world.
I bet.
See what I'm saying? Where's the other one? Look, here we go right here. Canada. Oh, Canada, a refuge for LGBT people worldwide?
That's crazy. Canada is the city of refuge for the wicked.
God.
That's crazy.
And remember, it's hard to get into Canada. If you got a criminal background, you can't get into Canada. But they allowing people to be sodomite, freak, transforming Decepticon devils in there. It's a utopia for wickedness, bro.
God.
Read on.
Reading on. It says, of whose wickedness even to this day, the wasteland that smoketh is a testimony, and plants bearing fruit that never come to ripeness, and a standing pillar of salt is a monument of an unbelieving soul.
And as we was watching the videos about the smoke coming from Canada, the Lord said this is all going to be a demo testimony. You see what I'm saying? Remember that article we talked about 2 months ago, where they literally gathered the LGBT parade again in the land of Sodom and Gomorrah?
God.
Mocking the Lord? And it says, in plants bearing fruit that never come to ripeness, people will never turn into righteousness. A standing pillar of salt is a monument of unbelieving souls. Right? Read on.
You looking back like Lot's wife.
Right.
Right. And Con, reading on. For regarding not wisdom, they got not only this hurt, that they knew not the things which were good, but also left behind them to the world a memorial of their foolishness, so that in the things wherein they offended, they could not so much be hid.
Look at that, bro. Hey. The judgment the Lord said on that place, the sins they was committed in the background, in hiding. Like your favorite precept, Bach, you always bring out Ezekiel chapter 8, right?
God.
About the people with the smoking.
God.
But if you read Ezekiel 8, huh?
Yeah, 8 to 17.
God. But if you read the first verse of that chapter and you read it on down, it's speaking about all the sins that our people was committing inside the temple behind the walls.
God.
That they thought they was hiding and nobody was watching. So look what's quoted about Canada again. They got a city with a border and it's hard for you to get in. They got security and everything, all of this stuff. So they got it protected and they only allowing evil and wicked sodomite people in. And they thinking they're going to hide their sins they committed in the eyes of God. And the Lord said he's going to reveal their sins by the judgment he's going to bring on them on this earth. And that's why you can see smoke and fire.
God.
From here, Chicago, Detroit to New York, you can see the judgment the Lord's bringing on Canada because of the sins they committed behind the scenes, behind the wall, in the city. And got the nerve to talk about we're going to ban the Bible.
It's lucky,
yeah, it can.
It's like all these nations are in competition of who could be the most wicked.
Right.
Right. We know America as being, spiritually Sodom, but you got Canada, they want to be the top Sodom and Gomorrah. They want to do more in wickedness, man. Causing all things to be out of order. Talking about it's a whole refuge. Let all the LGBT come to Canada.
Right.
and like you said, it's hard as hell to get into Canada. But if you an ex-felon and an LGBT, are you getting in? Damn the security.
Right.
All they know is that they're going to be like, oh, you're not no fella for real, but you LGBTQ plus. And what's the plus all about?
Yeah, that's
right.
Great. That's
I probably
nasty.
don't even want to know. I ain't gonna lie. All right.
That's true.
But yeah, they want to be the top dog. And the power includes sin. It includes being wicked and foolish, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's all these nations are about. And now they want to ban the Bible. They want to silence the Israelites. But guess what? You can't silence the Israelites, man.
God.
You throw us in jail, that's the biggest story on your news, and they ain't never being let down. That's the biggest news. That's the biggest article. We're going to be on the first page. That's why y'all waiting. And then when y'all throw us and y'all want to call us terrorists, and y'all going to try to make it through all the media that we just evil, deceitful people. No, we just telling you what the Lord say. We messengers. We ain't writing. Our forefathers, they put in that work. Right? But we messengers of God, man. We messengers of the Most High. God. So if you want to throw us in prison, so be it, man. If that be the Most High will, let the Most High will be done.
God. Hey, and often, like when we talk about Sodom and Egypt, man, right? A lot of times we just attribute that to the United States of America. Now, that's the whole land of the North, the whole North America, Sodom up top and Egypt at bottom, man. Because in Canada, they made homosexuality legal before America. 2005, right, is when they allowed it. And then Obama came into office later. I forget which term he'd have made it legal in. It was either 2008 or 2012, one of them, that he'd have made it legal up in. So you see Sodom at the top and Egypt at the bottom, man. Hard bondage, destruction and destroying and all sorts of lasciviousness done to the children of Israel right up at the bottom in the United States of America. But the old North America seems like Sodom and Egypt right there.
Right. Complete destruction, man. Death to America, death to Canada, death to the heathen,
right?
To the LGBT,
right?
Or die, Israel. That's it,
right? And push the damn button,
right? Push the damn button. Hey, let's get this show on the road. That's crazy. That's the thing that Trump said in his interview. He was like, a reporter asked him, like, when is the next time, or do you have any thoughts about bombing Iran again? This is after that they already restarted. He was like, well, I'm not really supposed to tell you this.
Right.
But I'm gonna tell you anyways. Well, we might do it tonight because they can't do nothing about it anyways. You forgot that you're trying to make a plea deal. You're the one trying to do it. Trump forgot that that Iran are considered madmen. They're insane. If they want to come over to America and do something to you, they can do it.
God.
They can really do it. And not to mention, America opens up their doors to everybody. You don't think that a lot of them is already over here? Well, they got eyes on Trump already. Millions and billions of dollars on his head. And not only on him, but on his family, too.
Thanks a lot. God. Hey, man, that'll be the weakest death in history. He gets smoked by somebody in a 7-Eleven shirt. Like,
right.
In a Shell gas station shirt. In a BP gas station shirt, man.
Right.
He gets smoked by the 7-Eleven Slurpee guy, man.
Right.
That would be the weakest death in history.
Hey, just to add the Gabar real quick. Remember, what was that? Damn, with Marlo?
Well, who?
Was it Marlo?
What
was that show? What was that show in Baltimore? Where the nigga was killing everybody all throughout the show. He came into the store and the little kid got him and killed him.
See that, man?
And we was mad. Like, this nigga's a stone cold killer. He get killed by a little boy?
Got killed by a child.
Damn, what was that show, man? The Wire.
God.
Yeah, it was The Wire.
Stone cold bloody killer. A bloody man. And you got smoked by a child. See that? And the child almost smoked Donald Trump, man. That bullet bit his ear, man.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Tyson style.
Right.
See that?
Damn.
God.
Shoot, with all praises to the Most High God, man. Shoot, we seeing the times up in these last days, man. We gotta continue to go harder. You know, rebuke the flesh, because the spirit of the flesh is rising up in these last days, and Esau is making it easy for your flesh to get off, right? Literally. And no telling what he's putting up inside. He sprinkling pork dust inside of the fires outside and blowing it from Canada to America, man. You don't never know, man. Defiled. Defiled that don't even know it, man.
You can't put nothing past him, Mark, for real.
Yeah.
That ain't you know what I'm saying? So yeah, anybody else want to say anything before we closing? You know, and all of that. Yeah, that's funny as hell. Zeph, you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
God, Daniela, you good?
God, all praise to the Most High. Y'all bless you, man.
God, all praises, man. Yeah, actually, you close it out, King. Like we ain't doing it in a while.
Say it again, King.
I said it's like we ain't do this in a while, man. It's funny as hell.
Because, man, all praises to y'all, Bashem Yahushua, man. That concludes today's class. On this, at the beginning of this Shabbat, this smoky Shabbat, man. All right, all praise to the Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. Kwam Yashalom.
Kwam Yashalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.
God.
Bomb face this way. Good.
My skin got a story in it. Whole rose in my bones. They call me by a number, but I know my name at home. Chain on my neck, but the line still lives. The way I walk, the way I give. Less to the promise, that's why I fit. I've been chosen, I can feel it. Tell me who I am when the mirror won't lie. Tell me where I came from. It's written in my eyes. I was set apart long before the hurt. The son of the promise. On this earth, house of Israel, that's who I am. House of Israel, blood in the plan. Not by the label, not by the cage, ancient heritage, calling my name. House of Israel, I know the truth. House of Israel, living in you. They try to bury kings in the headlines. Tried to paint my crown in shame, but the old words still find me. When I speak and I pray, from the fields to the block, still rising. Through the fog, still a sign. Every wound got a witness, every scar got a sign. I'm not lost in the crowd. I'm not here by mistake. There's a covenant on my breath, bro, that the world can't break. Tell me who I am when the mirror won't lie. Tell me where I came from. It's written in my eyes. I was set apart long before the hurt. The son of the promise on this earth. House of Israel, that's who I am. House of Israel, blood in the plan. Not by the label, not by the cage, ancient heritage. Calling my name, I'm House of Israel. I know the truth, House of Israel. And if they strip the names away, I still stand on what was spoken. If the world don't see the line stays unbroken. From father to son, through the night, we remember. I was made for more than sight. I was made for the sinner. House of Israel, that's who I am. captives calling my name. House of Israel, I know the truth. House of Israel.